Hello, Janelle here from White Spring Homestead, and I'm still working on the Just Get It Done challenge. I'm a couple days behind because my videos weren't uploading onto my phone, and so then they weren't uploading into YouTube. So I had to kind of wait so I could delete some of those to make new ones. We've also just been busy getting back to school this past week, and so it didn't leave quite as much time for getting the craft room decluttered. So today we're actually going to talk about days 6, 7, and 8, which might sound like a lot, but for me it wasn't a crazy amount. So day 6 was the archives. So that meant like if you keep memories of quilts that you have made or projects that you have made, maybe patterns or notes and those kind of things. I actually rarely do this. The thing that I keep is I keep pictures of the quilts that I've made. And I guess if I don't, I just have the picture in my head, or it was maybe, you know, from a quilt book that I still have, or that I just donated or whatever. So I actually didn't have anything like that to sort through and go through. So that made day 6 very easy for me. Day 7 was a catch-up day. So that also doesn't include any work necessarily. What I do want to do is I want to spend some time putting away stuff that I didn't put away from the other day. When I sorted through all my patterns the other day, I actually didn't put those notebooks away. So I'm going to do that right now, and then we'll talk about day 8. While I was doing that, I found some other pattern things that were just kind of shoved at the bottom of that one shelf. So I do need to go through that. And actually, this one I might need, but this is little doll patterns. I'm probably not going to make any more of those. My daughter is not really into playing with little dolls that these would fit. She's much more into playing with her American Girl size dolls. We got her, I'm trying to remember their names, Elizabeth and Felicity, last year for Christmas. I found them. My mom and I both bought one because we found them on Facebook Marketplace for a really good deal. And so that was a really cool gift to give her. And I chose, I admit, I chose the doll because I love colonial time period. So that was the doll that I got her. Okay, so that's really all I wanted to do for the catch-up day. And then day 8 is scissors and rotary cutters. If you're catching on by now, if you've watched many of my videos, I actually don't go and necessarily buy a ton of supplies like other people do. Part of that is I just grew up very frugal when I was super young, and that kind of just stuck with me. I grew up where if we wanted new toys, this was when I was super young, before I was 5, we actually had to sell toys or something else to have enough money to buy new things. And so, or at least that's the way my brain remembers it. And so I'm just very frugal, and we don't, you know, in order for me to stay home, my husband goes to work, and me to stay home with our kids and homeschool them, you know, I can't just frivolously buy extra scissors and extra rotary cutters. I just kind of make do with what I have, and it's worked awesome. So in all honesty, I have one rotary cutter. I do have a pair of scissors that should be sharpened, and she said about separating those out. So I do have one pair right here that I do want to take sharpened, and we have a local store that sharpens them. So this pair needs to go get sharpened. But otherwise, I only have about 4 pairs. And one thing I should do is actually find a place to put them all together. So I can find them, and so I hopefully could get in the habit of putting them in that location again when I'm done with them. a very bad habit of just putting them wherever, which isn't really helpful when I need a pair of scissors, especially to cut fabric, and I can't find it. So that's going to be a goal of mine, and I'm not sure exactly where to make that place be. So if you have any ideas, let me know. I was thinking maybe just some kind of jar and just put it on one of these shelves back here, because it would fit there. Just, and match kind of the other jars. I have other jars holding thread, and there is some actually scissors in that one jar up there. It's just like little kid scissors though, like like for paper cutting or something, which probably, who knows, got put there last year at this time. So anyhow, I guess if you have any suggestions for that, that would be great. Tomorrow is thread organizing, and that is going to be huge and take me a really long time to do. I still have not moved my thread racks into this room. We put an addition onto our house, and so this room, my craft room, is actually used to be one of our boys' bedrooms, and it used to be a really short room. If you can see how high the wall is back here, that's how high part of this room was. It was very short at the end, especially, and so now it's really tall and awesome. But we haven't moved the thread in here, so my plan is to move the thread over on this wall right next to the shelf, because I think that would fit nicely. I've got two racks that are kind of different sizes, and they can go there, and then you can see on the top of the shelf is where all my cones go. So I think right now I might spend a few minutes and just gather up some random cones that are all over the place that I'm not using right now, and just kind of put them up there, or put them with what I'm using them with. So I haven't worked anymore on the frog quilt. What I've been trying to work on is more of these bags for Honduras. So I've just been kind of stitching across the top. I haven't done that, and making, this one's not a cute one, but this one has little hearts across it. So I've just been kind of working on getting these bags done, because my hope was to get them all done by today to have them taken in, but that didn't happen. So maybe on Sunday when we head back to church for Awana and youth group, I can take all the bags in, and then we can start assembling the bags for Honduras so the kids can go to school there. So, all right, well, thanks for joining me, and I will talk to you again soon.